The White Dragon of Supremacy. A dragon known across the land for being powerful and feared by the gods. The rival being the Red Dragon Emperor. But what if the main protagonist from the Naruto anime, known as Naruto of course, had this ability known as Divide Dividing, the key to the White Dragon's power? That's what we will find out in today's What If. Naruto had the White was the White Dragon Emperor, Part 3. And as y'all know, this is going to be a crossover with one of my Deku What Ifs, What If Deku had the boosted gear. Go ahead and roll that intro. Team 7 would arrive back to the village as Kakashi and his team would go to the third Hokage's office to tell them how well the mission went, but he would mention that Naruto, there was just like something different about him. Like his aura changed, like his chakra was completely different from how it usually is. Normally, Naruto's chakra is yellow, but it was different this time, Kakashi would say. His chakra turned purplish, and he had wings, it looked like, that came out of his back. I couldn't really see it because I was handling Zabuza, but Naruto killed Zabuza's accomplice, the person that was with him. It was strange to me because Naruto never really seemed like the person to kill, but I guess in the moment of him seeing, well, his best friend die, well, Sasuke isn't dead as we see now, but thinking his friend was dead, it's just like something else like took over in a way. Kakashi would tell the third Hokage. So the third Hokage responds saying, I would look into Naruto because that is different from what Naruto usually does. Naruto's a good kid, the third Hokage would say, and not the type of person to just do that, but I guess on a mission, he would say, it's different, he would say. Anyway, the Lord Third Kakashi would say, I'm just gonna head out. So, over the next week or so, Naruto would be training with himself to regain that mysterious power that he used, but he couldn't really tap into it that well. He would just be training and he would activate the wing things he was doing, but it's like they weren't as powerful as they were when when Sasuke almost died. So he decides to learn how to actually target that anger into how to target that anger into like ways to be able to reuse that power again. So Naruto would keep training by himself until one day he would be out with Sasuke and Sakura just patrolling the village for the most part. And then he would see this one kid just creepily standing in a tree, and these other two kids bullying Konohamaru. So he would walk up to them saying, what's the big idea? As he would look at the mysterious man with a black, weird hat-looking thing on an all-black outfit. So the guy in the black outfit would respond saying, kid, who the heck do you think you are? Sasuke would then say, Naruto, just give it a rest. As he would then look at, I'm talking to you too, you idiot. Conqueror would say, and them still not knowing the man's name. As this is when Sasuke pushes Naruto out the way, saying, I don't know who you think you are. As Sasuke activates his Sharingan, saying, doing in here. I know your sand. I didn't know the sand village was like that. Sasuke would say, and I'm talking to you too, standing up in the trees. As Gaara would be surprised that somebody would actually be able to notice that he's in the trees, but he puts it to the side. As this is when Tamari then stops all the drama, saying, okay, I'll tell you why we're here. We're here for the tuning exams. Tamari would say, "Oh, Naruto said I didn't know that was coming up because Naruto actually, the entire team, they know what the tuning exams because Kakashi mentioned it to them before, but he didn't think that it would be this soon. So eventually, they would have to report to Kakashi, where Kakashi tells them that they're well invited to the tuning exams. So Kakashi would ask them, do they accept? As they begin to think about it, as this is when we do a mini time war, and actually a flashback, as Kakashi, Asuma, Kurenai, and Guy would all be in the room together, as they would be discussing if they should let their getting in the tuning exams. As Guy, he would recommend to all of them that he probably shouldn't because they all haven't even had a full year worth of training yet. So it would be a bad idea for Getting to just go out and do the tuning exams. But this is when Kakashi would say, Guy, I know you're right, but I feel like my Getting will actually be able to do something. As this is when Asuma would agree with Kakashi along with Kurenai, as that's when they all decided to let their rookies join the tuning exams. As this is when we know time skip back to the present, as they would then, as Kakashi would still be looking at them as Naruto goes first. Yeah, I would love to do the tuning exams. I could use a good challenge, he would say. Kakashi smiling while doing an eye smile because he has a mask on, and then Sasuke would say, "Yeah, I could beat up some more losers like Naruto." As this is when Sakura says, looks a little bit hesitant compared to Naruto and Sasuke, but she then agrees that she wants to do it as well because she wants to, be with Sasuke. So Kakashi would all give them paperwork to fill out so they can turn in so they can go into the tuning exams. So the three of them would then split off to go do that, as eventually the three of them would meet up again, as they would be walking into the tuning building, where they see a goofy guy with a green outfit on, and orange, things on his ankle, like orange bracelet things on his ankles, as he would say, Sasuke Uchiha, I would like to challenge you to a fight. As this is when Sasuke says, who are you again? My name is Rock Lee, he would say, and I'm here to challenge you. As Naruto being a little ticked off, saying, not if you can go through me. As this is when Naruto rushes at Lee throwing a kick. Lee then using a leaf hurricane on him, but Naruto managed to block and does a backflip kick on Lee. Lee being surprised that Naruto is stronger than he thought. As this is when Lee then rushes at Naruto how to do a primary loaded. As Naruto gets kicked in the chin. But Lee realizes that he needs to save that move, so he then stops. It simply knocks out Naruto. Well, not knocks him out, but knocks him to the ground. So he then rushes at Sasuke, as this is when Sasuke turns on his Sharingan telling Sakura this should only be 30 seconds. As this is when Lee bodies him as well and actually almost uses the primary Lotus on him, but Guy intervenes, kicking Lee in the face, apologizing to Lee for kicking him in the face. They're having their heart-to-heart moment, and Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke going on with their day. Eventually, Sasuke and Neji almost get into it, but as we know, they managed to get stopped by Lee. This is when this is when Sasuke would also realize that Lee's stronger than he thought because he put a lot of force into that kick, and then he also realized that that guy must have done it too. As this is when Sasuke would be intrigued by Lee. So Anyway, eventually the proctor for that part would eventually walk in and tell them that this is going to be the written part of the tuning exam. So anybody that wants to quit, they can do it now, but their team will also forfeit completely if your team member decides to quit. So none of them actually back down as the test begins. Now Naruto, he isn't any smarter than he was, in the original shows. He's smart when he's fighting at least. But when it comes to like smarts, book smarts, he's an idiot still. So Hinata tries to give Naruto the answers because she's a W friend, but obviously Naruto still says no because he doesn't want to get Hinata in trouble or mess anything up with her. So Naruto gives a speech as normal, and eventually the proctor looks and sees that Naruto actually never did any work on the paper because he thinks that kid is something else. As this is when Anko then rushes in as normal. She throws a kunai at Naruto because Naruto wasn't paying attention as normal. As you would expect, this is when Orochimaru appears behind Naruto in a grass ninja disguise and, takes the kunai, and yeah. So far, everything in the tuning exams that would happen in canon would still happen because nothing much is different compared to how it was before. So, eventually, this is when... Lord, my bad. Eventually, this is when Naruto says he has to go take a piss as normal. As eventually, a random ninja comes up to Sasuke saying the password, but Sasuke realizes that this isn't Naruto because Naruto is not smart enough to remember that password, as the person transforms into Orochimaru, kicking Naruto. Well, my bad, not Naruto, kicking Sasuke away, saying that he's gonna need that scroll off of him. As the Orochimaru versus Sasuke fight begins as normal, and they get bodied as you would expect. But the difference is that when Naruto jumps in, it's different. So he still says, "What was that password again?" As he throws the kunai down, and he still belittles Sasuke about giving up to a guy they literally never met, and how they should never do that. But the Orochimaru versus Naruto fight is much different because Naruto has a different moveset this time. So Naruto then says multi-shadow clone jutsu, making about 500 shadow clones as they get murked by Orochimaru. But the difference is that while Naruto was doing that, Sasuke was preparing wire all around the thing. So this is when he says, "Naruto, get back." And this is when he says, "Fire style." Fireball, what? My bad. Fire style, Phoenix Flower Jutsu. This is when he shoots out a whole burst of fire as Orochimaru, as Naruto had a clone, like tagged onto Orochimaru to keep him down as the clone disappears, but Orochimaru gets burnt as usual. As this is when Orochimaru says, "You get in or something else this time." As he then tries to slithers behind Sasuke. As he tries to slither behind Sasuke as normal, but this time Naruto protects him, like, unbeknownstly with his dragon wing. Like something in Naruto, told him to do that. As this is when Orochimaru says, "Fascinating. Seems this boy is something different." And mind you, this time Naruto never actually, went into the QB chakra mode. And, Sasuke never got the curse mark, as you can clearly see. So stuff with the Chunin exams is going to go a lot differently. And mind you, Naruto managed to take the other scroll from Orochimaru during their clash because Naruto's real goal wasn't to fight Orochimaru, but for Sasuke to set up the fireball and for them to take the scrolls back. So this is when Orochimaru still has his encounter with Anko, and she still loses and get incapacitated by the curse mark as normal. Then eventually, as Sasuke, Naruto was resting, the Sound Ninja appear, and Double Naruto and Sasuke, they take the Sound Ninja out. But this time, Sasuke doesn't break anybody's arms, and Naruto's awake because neither one of them got injured enough to pass out. Sure, there was fatigue from the fight with Orochimaru, but they wasn't like they were in the original. So eventually, they get out around. They actually get they get third place because they end up getting there much earlier. because they didn't have to deal with a lot of the time loss they had with Naruto and Sasuke's passing out. This is going to be the end of this part to What If Naruto was the White Dragon Emperor. I hope y'all like this part, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.